Welcome back. We took a look at three regions. Now let's take a look at the West. We're going to go right into the first matchup, Kansas and Howard.
Yep.
So we got Kansas sitting here at the 1 seed, Howard sitting at the 16 seed. Again, we're just going to keep going on this trend where I'm just going to ride the 1 seed past the first round.
I mean, congrats to Howard, man. First time in the tournament since 1992. Beat their arch rival in the championship game. But unfortunately, they're faced up against Kansas, so...
I'm a Jayhawks guy.
Yeah, rock chalk, baby. Arkansas. Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Two teams that Ryan had mispronounced and thought they were pronounced that way his entire life, so...
Here we go.
Here we go.
This is the showdown.
This might be the matchup of the whole tournament.
Despite our last video, I do kind of like Illinois here.
I will say they're better at defense. They're both bad at free throws. Overall rebounding goes to Illinois. Blocks per game, they actually are both pretty good. They're both top 15, but Illinois is third overall. Illinois takes way more threes than Arkansas does.
Illinois also has the advantage in rebounding.
Yeah, so even though they're not efficient at threes and not efficient shooting the ball necessarily, they have a lot of chances to make a basket. They generate a lot of opportunities for themselves. I like Illinois here.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be like another ugly game. Not going to be one of the better games, I don't think.
No. Anytime Arkansas is in the game, it's going to be ugly.
Yeah, Illinois is just...
Ugh. Only thing worse than this would be Wisconsin, Illinois.
Yeah. But, yeah, ultimately, I think probably Illinois takes it.
Illinois, making some noise. All right, St. Mary's VCU. A lot of people like VCU over St. Mary's here. It's just because it's VCU.
I like St.
12
Mary's.
seeds.
I mean, I've seen St. Mary's have some really tough games against Gonzaga, and they really were able to pull it off in one of the games. I mean, they always play close. That's such an offensive team. I think they could do pretty well here against any team that has a good offense. I think St. Mary's defense is pretty decent, not top.
Yeah, they're fifth overall, points per game, 29th field goal percentage. But VCU is 10th in steals and 44th in blocks. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I do notice here that we haven't picked a ton of double-digit seeds advancing, so just something to keep an eye out here. But yeah, I mean,
still like St. Mary's.
Yeah. What about you, Will?
I mean, personally, I like VCU. I think they're just playing a little better overall. I also think it's probably a good matchup for them.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, I would take them.
Ryan's gonna prove us wrong with his own bracket when St. Mary's wins. All right, UConn and Iona. Don't really need to look at the matchup here unless you guys want to, because I know Iona, but I just really like UConn a lot. I mean, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
They're a great team. I mean, they could have beaten Marquette. I mean, that was such a evenly matched game.
Yeah. I think UConn's definitely one of the favorites to go to the Final Four.
Yeah. All right. Arizona State, Nevada against TCU. Do we think either of those teams is going to beat TCU?
I like TCU
so.
with Mike Miles
TCU,
back.
Yeah.
They're dominant.
Gonzaga against Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon, which Ryan thought was in the Ivy League.
You can never be too careful.
I told him I'd bet my house. That's how confident I was.
I did not win the bet.
Luckily, we are in my house currently recording this, and I'm happy to say I still own my house.
I'm going to get it one day.
So Gonzaga. All right, Northwestern Boise State, which apparently I learned from my friend who's from Idaho. It's pronounced Boise State.
Can't
It's pronounced what?
Boise.
Boise?
Yep.
Instead of Boise?
Yeah. He said it's a pet peeve of his when...
Call him and check again.
Get him on the phone.
So, defense overall, they're actually evenly matched. The advantage here goes to Boise State. I'm still going to call it Boise. Forget that.
It's got to be Boise.
66th in rebound margin versus 235th for Northwestern here. They're very good at shooting the three. Northwestern isn't. Northwestern is opportunistic on defense with blocks and steals.
Yeah, I think that's honestly where they probably win the game. Is they force more turnovers, and Boise State again just doesn't have enough offense to overcome that.
I'm going to take Boise State here
Yeah.
and say this is a good opportunity to get a higher seed in the second round.
You mean a lower
It's going to
seed?
be
You guys
really
messed it up.
close. Why?
Are they the higher seed?
No, they're the lower seed.
Oh, lower seed. That's what I meant. Sorry.
He meant higher seed in terms of higher number.
Yeah, higher number seed. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's late.
All right, UCLA and UNC Asheville. I like UCLA here.
I think UCLA is going to get their injured player who was out here at the end of the conference tourneys back too for March Madness. So I think they kind of look like they go back to normal.
Yeah, and UCLA also outranks UNC Asheville in most major categories. Outside
They're
of like,
number one overall on adjusted defense.
wow, that's a great stat. Ryan.
UCLA.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I like UCLA. I think we all do. All right, Kansas, Illinois. I like Kansas because Illinois, I don't think is gonna. Illinois plays a lot slower than Kansas does. Kansas can play up or down. They're very good at adapting to whoever they're matching up against. So give me Kansas here.
Yeah, I mean Kansas, obviously one of the better teams. I think you can pencil them into the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
I'm a Jayhawks guy.
Rock chalk. All right, VCU UConn. UConn's our potential favorite to get to the Final Four here. As much as we like VCU, this has been a fun game to watch. Probably going to be at a time at like 12:35 Eastern time when everyone's on their lunch break again. I like UConn.
VCU. I'm not sure if we have a true Cinderella in this tournament, but I think VCU would be if they weren't matched up against UConn in the second round.
Yeah.
Look at the draw.
Ooh, TCU and Gonzaga. This is going to be a fun game.
That should be a real nail biter.
Yes.
I mean,
High scoring.
both teams so dominant. I
Yep.
might be looking for the over on that one.
Yeah. Hammer the over. That's our advice. Gonzaga's first in field goal percentage and offensive points per game. They're incredibly good. The only reason why they're a 3 seed is because they're abhorrently bad on defense.
And so is TCU in a way too. So I mean, I don't really look for TCU to be defending
Ah.
Gonzaga pretty harshly.
Not so fast, my friend. Defensive field goal percentage and defensive points per game, they're 100 ranks better than Gonzaga.
Yeah,
in
but
both
I'm just saying
categories.
neither of them rank within the top 100. So really, how much is their defensive skills going to match a number one offensive points per game?
But steals
field
and
goal
blocks.
rankings?
TCU outranks them, and they're both in the top 40 in steals and blocks. So they're opportunistic. And they have better offensive rebounding, but rebound margin overall goes to Gonzaga.
And their ball handling with Gonzaga is just a little more better. I mean, I think with the ball handling, their shooting percentage, I think they're going to get the win. I'm backing Gonzaga.
All right, what do you think,
I
Gonzaga?
gotta go with the Zags.
All right, UCLA and Boise State. I wonder if Boise State ever thought about considering getting a blue court, just like they have a blue field in
Why
football. That wouldn't be
Why
confusing
not?
at all. Very, very hard to concentrate playing on a blue basketball court.
Wow, UCLA really just
Yeah,
outranks
seriously,
here in
yeah.
steals, blocks, and offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
Those are the big three for me
I'm
on
not sure it's
defense and
gonna
a
be
little bit
close.
offense.
This matchup happens.
Yeah, this looks like this could be a blowout. I think UCLA is going to win by 21 points. 1-4 and a 3-2. UConn against Kansas.
It'll be interesting. I do think Kansas has played against better teams all year. I think this region is a little tough matchup wise because I think UConn and another region could probably go to the Final Four. I'm not sure if they have enough to beat Kansas.
Well, they way better at rebounding. Their assist to turnover ratio is about even. Their defense is better overall points per game and field goal percentage. They score more points per game. Kansas is more efficient shooting. They're more efficient shooting the three. Kansas has the upper hand in steals, and UConn has the upper hand in blocks. I actually like UConn here. I think UConn is going to surprise people. All right, Ryan, you're the deciding factor here.
Vince, you know me. I'm a Jayhawks
Rock
guy.
chalk. Why? I don't even know why I spoke because it's been two out of 3.
Yeah, I'm taking them.
All right, Gonzaga, UCLA.
This is a tough
Oh my
one.
gosh!
I-
This is no.
I
Of
almost
course,
don't- I
of
almost
course,
don't
the
even
last
wanna look
conference
at
we cover.
stats.
This is like one of the hardest games to like.
I don't even want to look at stats.
I know.
I just kind of want to pick one.
Yeah, this is like a pick'em game here.
I kind of like the Bruins just because I do know that they have the defense Gonzaga lacks.
Yeah, that's true. When you're first overall in points per game and offensive field goal percentage, that's pretty hard to lose.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if this happens, I think Gonzaga would probably win. I don't really know much about UCLA, but I know that they've kind of lost to the better teams in their conference. Gonzaga just has way too much offense, and you got to go offense over defense.
I think Kansas is gonna with Bill Self coming back from the hospital. He's gonna take him on a deep run. So I think Kansas is gonna win on a buzzer beater against Gonzaga.
You think there'll be return? Oh wait, this is Is this going?
This is going to
Is
the
this-
Final Four.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, I think they're going to return to the Final Four.